Today, we're back going at it. We're on the Mazda SkyActivD Rerun Finals event. Hey, I'm Mike. After the server issues last weekend, we've got a rerun of the finals for the Mazda prize car. I was on for that prize car last weekend. Since then, I've pulled a massive pull at RQ95 Radical. That's going to get me the prize car this time. I don't see myself missing out. Last time I really missed out. I dropped down the rankings and I ended up with an ultra rare and not much else. So we got just over a day left. It finishes on Monday night. It's the same event. The only thing different is you get a token which you can redeem for either some packs or the car if you haven't got the car. The prizes are the same though. The flags are the same. All that stuff's the same. The track sets are the same. Nothing much to report there. It's all the same except this time round I'll be in a different bracket with different people and we'll have a different fight. And I'm going in a day early, which means I'm going to play all my tickets. So if there are server problems, I'm not going to be in it. I'm going to be already winning the prize car. So as I said, my hand has adjusted slightly since last time. I now have a legendary Radical and it is maxed 233. It is one of the best Radicals you can get. Pretty pleased with it. I would have maxed it over time anyway, but I've just thrown some useless epics at it, so now I've got a maxed Radical. I'm also running my two Ginettas, which are dominant on these tracks, and I'm going to take my two Morgan Plus 8s, which are the best cars to fill in the RQ, I believe, remembering from last week. I do have that Lotus V6 Cup R sitting there fully maxed. This is the page in Top Drive's records to show that actually the Morgan is the dominant car. It really is. But that Lotus has a bigger handling number and it has a lower 0 to 60 number, and that worries me slightly. So we will see how we get on with the two Morgans. Just for comparison's sake, let's add the Ginetta in. That's what I mean. As soon as you add the Ginetta in, the Lotus disappears off the page and you're left with wanting the Morgan. But two Morgans, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's enter the finals. Let's get on with it. Okay, the first few hands I'm not expecting to be too difficult. We'll just throw the cars in anywhere. In the long term, I'm going to try and favour the drags with those blue Morgans because they do have good drag capabilities. But for the time being, I'm just going to chuck the cars in and see where 5 tickets take me. 42nd. See what the board has. Car and a car and some cash. Okay. Yeah, 108 out of 500 in the bracket already. Let's go again. Right, so what I said, drags for my Morgans, the rest is all the twisty stuff. Now that won't work brilliantly because a lot of people aren't going to put Morgans and things that Morgans can beat on the drags. They're going to end up putting their maxed Radicals on the drags, and I'm going to end up having to put my maxed Radical on to counteract that. I don't know, we'll work it out. But for the time being, that's my plan. Morgans on the drags. Right, let's see if we can jump up. Play the guy highest up the table. That'll get us more points. This will be no trouble at all. Those TVRs are beautiful, but they're just not as good as my cars, I'm afraid. My Radical coming in incredibly handy again. 307, 3 stars. 21st place. Get a car, and some cash. Okay, let's go again. Yeah, so let's try this guy. So yeah, people are going to favour the drags for these big legendaries. But that might mean I'm okay throwing away a Morgan on that drag. Just loses by 50 and that's saving me some RQ that I can spend on the twisty stuff. Get a car and some gold. Right, let's have a look up the bracket again. It shouldn't be too difficult. A lot of people have that RQ93 Ginetta, which I never pulled. My Morgan beats the Black Lotus, no problem. 262 to 50, 2 stars. Right, I'm into 4th. Get a couple of cards. Okay. Right, so that's my 5 tickets done. I'm up the top, but let's see where I end up. Okay, next morning. We're Monday morning, 8 a.m.-ish, let's call it. I've dropped down a bit overnight because I didn't play, obviously. I'm going to get back up to the sort of borderline of tier 1 and 2, I think. Let's have a look and see if we can get 5 wins and get back up there. Okay, 2 Morgans on the drags, twisty stuff on the rest. Okay, that's 10th. Right, let's go again. This should be okay. Should scrape a win. My radical is always useful because I can put it against the Ginettas and then I've still got my Ginettas effectively to play with. That puts me up in 7th. Okay, let's go again. Right, let's have a look. I can match most of this except for obviously now I'm going to be putting a Morgan against that Lumber Mill Twisty Lotus. And I can't remember from that comparison I put up yesterday if I win that Lumber Mill against the Lotus or not. I'm pretty sure I don't. It just loses. Yeah, so I might move to that Lotus because that covers me for a few extra things. So that was a 50-50 draw. Draws are okay, it uses up tickets. Let's maybe look at that. Yeah, let's get rid of that, come on. It gives us a better rounded hand, I think. I'm not finding the drag situation particularly easy, so I think we're not worried about it. I'm not seeing any hands that have 2 Morgans either, and often that's the case. You try and match other people's hands. Let's see if we can bed this Lotus into our hand in the ghost hands. That's the Morgan coming in as a drag car. Race 2, my Ginetta should win against the Ginetta with a big handling number. Good. Race 3, yes, my radical. What I said yesterday, I don't want to put this radical on the drags, but unfortunately I'm having to do that to win. That's a draw for my new Lotus. And this Ginetta is going to lose, but that's okay. We still get a star, and that's all you need is 1 star. Okay, let's go again. Yeah, so these are the hands I'm playing with at the top of the board. They're pretty dominant. I'm not getting in this top tier, I don't think. I'm going to have to be very lucky to get top tier, but I don't need top tier, I just need top 14. There's definitely a few people in this tier 2, I think, that I can beat, which keeps me in that arena of borderline tier 2. You know what I mean? This guy's got 2 good legendaries. So I can beat one of them because I have the same car maxed, and I can just throw another car away at the other one. Skip ahead, 150-50. Hopefully I can manage that a bit. We shall see. Right, it's early afternoon. I'm floating around in the middle of tier 2. Let's play some more tickets. The hands are getting a little bit harder. It's not that easy to stay around the top. But that's okay, I just need to stay above 15. It's another win, I'm back up at 5. Let's have a look, let's play this one. It's not easy working out what's going on, really. Just got to keep playing and hoping to keep getting wins. That's 100 to 50, 1 star. Okay, good. Nissan, right. Let's have a look, yep. Okay, we'll put that on the drag, that on the other drag, and then those 3 in the middle. Right. Morgan loses the waterfront. Skip ahead. 100 to 159, that's a loss. Still in 5th though. Never mind. Right, 2 minutes to go. I've been playing a ton over the last half hour. Let's play one more ticket, see where we are. Hopefully we can keep in tier 2. This guy has the weakest hand in tier 2. Unfortunately, I'm going to hit him. Sorry if you're watching. It's a win for the G-Force. And that's 250, 2 stars. Puts me in 11th. Cash and a Renault. And even in that little time, I'm dropped back down 14th. It's been a really tough bracket. Okay, we got results. I did sneak into tier 2. I got the prize car. It was the horriblest Tri-Series finals I've ever played. I had to buy tons of tickets. I had to bounce around tier 2, bouncing out of tier 2 into tier 3 and back up again. The hands were just seriously hard to beat. Nothing like the first run of this last week. Reruns are not a good idea. Let's see what the pack brings us anyway. Saturn, Holden, Maserati Super Rare, Ultra Rare Holden, and a BMW Ultra Rare. 2 Ultra Rares. And the cash, and the gold, and Rerun, and the token, and some flags. So we can go straight over to the challenge area where you can claim that car. There it is, we have 1 of 1 tokens. Let's use the same cars, I guess. Throw them in. Dirt, slick tyres. Oh, we'll do it. Surely it's going to work. Yeah, 400 plus, not a problem. Let's have a look at it, come on. Here it is. Mazda SkyActivD. It's a good car, I'm pleased with it. As I say, it was a horrible Tri-Series. I didn't enjoy it at all. I enjoyed the idea of the first time, or the challenge of it, but I didn't really enjoy the rerun. Anyway, let's add it to the garage and we'll 1-star it. Here we go. $2.7103. 2.7103 is good. That's good numbers. Right, thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to the channel. We're a growing channel. We really need your help. I really appreciate you subscribing. But for now, this rerun is over. Get yourself out of here. We're done.